Well, a very good evening, everybody. This is Gulf Harbour Radio, ZMH286, Patricia, and David is about to come. We ran out of minutes in the day doing what we were doing today. It was a busy one, but it's not a very pleasant day here at Gulf Harbour. A total cloud cover with sort of drizzly rain on and off. Not much wind, I'd have to say. It's about 5 knots from the north-northeast, but it has been incredibly windy and rainy down south. In fact, records have been broken. And I'm just going to move myself to let David in without tripping up on my cord. He's down at Mount Cook Village. It was a rip snorter of a 24-hour period. In fact, they had 371 millimetres in a 24-hour period to 9 o'clock this morning. 48 in Wanaka for the same period. Not much skiing will be going on down there for the second week of the holidays. It washed a bridge away at Lake Ohau and just not very good. And unfortunately, that means people are going to be inside. The COVID cases in Canterbury are really quite bad. They're the worst in the country. Over 10,000 again, COVID cases, 21 deaths today. So, it's not going too well here, but I guess that's pretty much the same as everywhere else in the world. But, of course, we've got winter. So, not too good. What else is there? Well, there's a little message about sail mail. If people could let me know if they have been trying to get hold of Niue. One cruiser advised that he has been trying to get hold of Niue. And I contacted, without much success, and I contacted Jim Cornman, who said that they thought that the station was running properly, but they hadn't had any people contacting them and thought that it was just because there was no one around. Well, of course, there is a lot of people around, so they are looking into that. But if somebody could just confirm that that's the case, that it's not working, that would be good. But anyway, he's on the job trying to work out what's going on. Well, we've got a couple of people on passage. We've got Jim on Cheyenne, smelling the barn at Savu Savu. Belina arrived in Denarau this morning. Nezpak is still dealing with, according to the satellite picture, not very nice weather out there. So we'll pick up those two boats that are still out there. And believe it or not, Gone with the Wind are on their way from North Minerva. And listen for it, they are not heading to Newcastle, they are heading to Fiji. What good cruises, they are changing their mind as conditions dictate. Okay, let's have a look to see how Cheyenne is going. I'm just going to give Jim a call. Cheyenne, Gulf Harbour. Oh, it's pretty good copy, actually. Amazing copy. I've got you on my own antenna here at Gulf Harbour, which is a vertical, Jim, so it suffers from a lot of noise. Go ahead. Over.
Okay, well, I since the day pouring the road down, I'm now actually driving a drone just to get more enough to make landfall at daybreak tomorrow. Just not quite enough time today to get there and get through the process, so I decided to slow down. I currently am Pearl Island of Port. My position is 17 degrees, 13 minutes south, 1790 degrees, 40 minutes east. And I have 50 knots of wind up at the east. I've got about 2.5 meter of growl, and it's relatively short period, so it's a little bit lucky. And it was beautifully clear skies all day. And overnight, actually, that little bitty cross dissipated, and I especially had a starry night. And usually clear skies all day, but I'm actually getting away with another big cloud bank, just like this had last night, a little like Groundhog Day. Maybe I'm just giving David something to talk about, but all is well on board. We're doing about 2.5 or 3 knots as well as I can slow things down and keep a little sail up to steady the boat. And I may have to slow down a little bit more as it looks, but all is well. I'll copy all that.
Oh, very good copy. I'll just pass it on for the others that might not have copied. One, Cheyenne has really slowed down to try and arrive tomorrow morning in daylight. He's dragging a drogue. 1713 south, 17940 east, approaching Savu Savu, and clear skies, but 30 knots of easterly. And I think David said before he'll comment shortly, but I think he said you were going to get 20, 25 right through to your arrival time. So you'll be used to it. If it drops from 30, it'll be quite pleasant. 2.5 metre swell in a bit short period, so not all that smooth. But anyway, it sounds like a very nice, good direction anyway from the east, and 2.5 knots. Yes, he says a tad less wind tomorrow.
Still out of the east.
Still out of the east, of course. And I haven't heard back from Max on Y2K, so I will need to email you his information on getting the satellite picture when you're at sea. So just send me that email so I know who to contact. Okay, pretty good going. So have a last good night, Jim. And it's been good talking to you because your signal is so good, over.
Okay, well, that's good. Thank you for that. And I'm not sure how well I'll get out once I hit tomorrow. So we feel the yesterday when my signal doesn't get out from up at the city over.
No, it doesn't. It's a bit of a hole up there, isn't it? Yeah, well, we'll be checking where you are when I wake up in the morning prior to dealing with our tradespeople that we've got in and out at the moment. Okay, well, we'll clear with you and hope you have a good, safe night there. Sounds good. The big boat slowed down like that. What sort of drogue have you got working for you at the moment, Jim, over?
Okay, it's a fairly small one. It's called a Ted, and I think they call it a. Let me just switch it back. Drogue, and it looks a lot like a tetrahedron racing mark, but with some openings for water to flow through. So it's not a series stroke, and it's not meant to, stop you, but it does slow the boat down about 2 knots or so when I'm towing it behind the boat. It's pretty easy to retrieve as well, over.
Yeah, is it a gale rider? It sounds like the gale rider we used to have, over.
I think this one's a little different than that. I think the gale rider is more of a parachute shape, and this one's more of a tetrahedron type shape, over.
Yeah, it sounds like it's much easier than many options to bring in when you're finished with it. So, yeah, it's a good idea, isn't it? It just makes it easy to keep the boat stable and just plod on at a controlled speed. Okay, thank you for that. Sounds a good idea for others might want to pick up on. All right, we're clear with Cheyenne, and let's see. I did chuckle with Gone with the Wind, but stand by Gone with the Wind, and we'll see where Nezpuck is. Nezpuck, Thomas.
Hello, good evening, Patricia. We are on the way to Newcastle, and my position at the moment is 26 degrees, 41 minutes south, 172 degrees, 13 minutes east. We are under engine and with 5 knots, and the course is 310 degrees. Everything is fine on board, but rain a lot, and yes, that's all. Back to you.
Yeah, well, in fact, David must comment on that big frontal band. It hasn't actually got to Jim yet, but you're certainly underneath it. Nezpuck 2621 south, 17213 east with the engine on, 5 knots at a course of 310 with lots and lots of rain. What's the wind been doing all day, Thomas, over?
Yeah, thank you. Everything is okay. And yes, that's all at the moment. Back to you.
Yeah, could you tell us what the wind has been doing all day, over?
No wind. It's nothing. We must do on the engine. At the first 2 hours in the morning, we have wind against us, and since this time Nothing. Over.
Okay, so yeah, I'm just going to pass the microphone.
Yeah, you happen to be in a bit of a dead area there, but I think it'll change. Well, it's still going to be light tomorrow. I would say, yeah, light and variable tomorrow as well. Except one of the models is picking up northeast about 15 to 20. But we'll see if that happens or not. There is another frontal band that's heading your way. It probably won't be around until Thursday. And then the winds will be, the models differ there too. One's 20 to 25 out of the southeast, the other one's 15 to 20. But we'll see. The models, by the way, both GFS and EC, they've been disagreeing with each other mostly on the timing. They've been fairly accurate as far as models go regarding wind direction and speed, but the speed that the systems are moving is what's different between them. So other than that, I guess you can say EC is leading the GFS by about 1 day. So what EC is saying is happening today, GFS thinks it'll happen tomorrow, that type of thing. So anyway, good luck with the rest of it, and we'll talk to you again tomorrow. Over.
Thank you for the information. Everything is okay. And maybe tomorrow we have further information. Thank you. Back to Patricia.
Yeah, just as well he doesn't get paid for good information. He might change his mind. So yeah, hopefully things will improve. But yeah, it was in the long-term plan, wasn't it? So I guess you're accepting it. You sound cheerful enough anyway, Thomas. Okay, clear with Nespuck on the way to New Caledonia. I'll just give you White Shadow's position because he's actually up at 24 degrees 50 south, so doing quite well with a good 20 knots of easterly, 17921 west. And I see that Pogean has left Minerva and gone with the wind. Was going to leave today, but they seem to, well, according to the AIS, they still seem to be not moving. Gone with the wind, Gulf Harbour.
Gulf Harbour, gone with the wind. Good copy, Patricia.
So what is your plans? Because the AIS has got you still stationary, over.
Don't understand that. We're about a mile ahead of Pogean, over.
Oh, roger that. Yeah, it's well, it's got you at 0.2 knots on north course. So I just wondered what was going on. So what is the wind? Well, you better give me your. Yes, I can see that you're close to Pogean. What's yeah? Give me your full report, over.
Okay, we are at 2321 south, 17910 west. The course is about 3152. Speed over the ground, anything between 8 and 10. We've got update 20 out of the southeast, sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less. And the 32.5 to 3 metres, they're not very friendly, over.
Okay, not very friendly. Yeah, that wind has been up. I'm just really quite puzzled about what this AIS. I'll just check. Because what you weren't, oh, I see what's going on. It's 16 hours and 4 minutes ago, so that's the story there. Yeah, in fact, I couldn't even find you a couple of hours ago when I looked, so it's only getting you sporadically. Gone with the wind has left North Minerva, 2321 south, 17910 west, on a course of 315 true at 8 to 10 knots. Wow, that boat goes fast. They've got 20 knots of southeast wind, and the GFS is not accurate. It's still stubbornly sticking to the easterly. 2.5 to 3 metre swell, not very friendly. Well, you're going to... Well, you had a long rest, so I guess you got plenty of energy at the moment, Liam, over.
Yeah, we're in good shape, Patricia. We're in good shape. Yeah, we had to leave in a bit of a hurry. It was totally unplanned, but with Dr. Jan, who we've been cruising with, his father sadly recently passed away, and it was kind of very much spur of the moment decision he decided to wait XCG because his father's funeral will be webcast in 4 days. So we didn't want to stay there on our own for probably 10 days or more for another window. So reluctantly we're tagging along to Fiji.
Yeah, roger that, and that's sad news. Yeah, we did sort of chuckle a bit to ourselves because of the change of plan. But yeah, that's good that you are both heading in the same direction. So that's a good decision. So okay, well I'll pass the microphone to David, and we'll be following along with you, of course. Here he is.
Well, I think you'll find the winds are going to be really going to be more easterly tomorrow, and they'll be up there 20 to 25 knots. So you'll have plenty of that to move you along. So be interesting to see. Yeah, the models are pretty much in agreement on that as well. A little bit more wind with EC than there is with GFS, but pretty much the same direction. And that's looking at midday Wednesday, and knocking it forward another day. The winds actually dropped just a tad bit, still about the same direction. And Friday they start to veer, and we're back now to the southeast by Friday. Not sure where you'll be by then, but pretty close, I'm sure. Well, that's the story so far. Over.
Okay, copy that. Thank you, David. We should make port before midday Thursday. Over.
Okay, got that before midday Thursday, and you'll be sticking with Pogean presumably. So Thursday, just writing this down, midday. Okay, alrighty. Well, we'll talk to you again tomorrow.
Which one they going to?
And you're going to dinner hour. Yep.
Dinner.
So I think you're going to dinner hour, not Wunder, but I'll just check on that next time I hear from you. And yeah, and hopefully, well, you'll be in touch with Pogean on VHF and say hello to them for me, please. Over.
Yes, will do. Thank you very much, both of you. We'll go on the side.
Okay, is there anybody else for Gulf Harbour Radio? Please call.
Hi, Candy.
Hi, Candy. Well, this is a good copy on you now, and I presume you are in Luganville. Andrew, go ahead.
Yeah, we had a great sail up, 15 to 18 knots due east. So we averaged around 6.5 knots getting hit. Yeah, we're on in the town anchorage, just to the west of the river.
Yep, know exactly where you are. So 15 to 18 knots from the east. It was a nice sail from Port Stanley to Luganville, and you're now in the town anchorage. Every time I think of the town anchorage, I think of we made a big mistake there one year. We went up to the abattoir, well, it's sort of a small abattoir, to get some beef. Having heard, this was in our early days in Vanuatu, having heard how good the beef was, well, I tell you what, you needed more than a pressure cooker to have it tender. And when we chatted on the Vanuatu's National Day, they had the quite a display of horses from a big farming outfit, which happened to be run by a girl actually, from Australia. And she laughed like a drain when she heard we'd gone to the place that we described to get our beef, because evidently they get what nobody else wants. So she then explained to me where to go for lovely, and it is beautiful, beef in the days when we were having lots of beef. Okay, so you'll be in there for a while, I presume, stocking up, and then where to, Andrew? Over.
We won't stay so long. We're pretty well stocked up. Having stopped in a couple of places along the way, there's been plenty of food offered. So yeah, we'll go around the corner to Addison Bay and have a look at the blue holes again. But just a bit more news on the trip. We caught a nice wahoo on the way through, and yeah, the other thing was we went to a lorry, took a mooring there, and we were moving. And we wasn't happy. We were much more comfortable over here.
Yeah, roger that. So it's interesting. So basically, they haven't really maintained them over the last couple of years. Over.
Well, there was one month, and when they got there, they was severely involved with what they did to it, and anyway, thank you much for that tank,
Yeah. Okay. And I presume they still have a shuttle service going to and fro. Is that correct?
Yeah, there's nobody on the roster in the big movie. Yeah, there was the tender there and a little white motorboat.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, things do change. It's been a long time since we've been in that area. And thanks for the update there. So, all right. So, you'll be around the corner probably tomorrow, and we'll keep in touch on the radio. Thanks for the update. We'll clear with eye candy. Is there anybody else? And was there anybody that has used Sail Mail at Niue? Have you had any success with Sail Mail at Niue? If you could come now, please, over.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, look, I haven't had a lot of success with Connect. It doesn't go on. It doesn't go beyond that. And that was 13 years ago.
Yeah. How long ago? I'm just having to put you back on the other radio.
2 weeks.
2 years ago,
Oh, okay. Well, quite a while ago. Okay. Jim Cornman is looking into it anyway because it is a useful one to have for those people that are on Sail Mail. It would be great if the WinLink ZL2 SEA and 1 SEA, which is a fantastic connection for those using WinLink. Would be great if Nigel had it, but he doesn't. So you're just an incentive to get a ham radio license, isn't it? Okay, thanks for that, Andrew. All right, this is a final call for anybody who wants anything. Gulf Harbour Radio listening.
Gone with the wind.
Go ahead, Annie.
Yeah, I connected with Mewing today, and it dropped out before it went anywhere at all. And I did connect, and it was on, I think it was on 8 meg. I tried 12, and that didn't work, even though it said it was 100% propagation. But I did connect, but then it just dropped out.
Oh, thank you for that. Well, that's information that they can make use of. So 8 connected but dropped out and nothing on 12. Okay, thank you very much. I'll pass that on to Jim. All right, that sounds as if that's about it. We'll leave everybody thrashing away in those strong winds, and we will be back again tomorrow. Stay safe, those boats at sea, and if you're not at sea, enjoy your evening. This is Gulf Harbour Radio Clear.